Heyo!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quest of Queens, a D&D actual play about four women trying to make peace in the chaotic aftermath of the Cataclysm, an accident that smashed together the realms that were never really meant to coexist. Our heroes are doing their best to bring order to the chaos with spells, strategy, and plenty of laughs along the way. They're navigating a world where everything collided, but nothing quite fits.
Hey guys, I'm Lexi. I play Amelia. She is a cleric for the goddess of love, Celia, but was originally given to the temple of Retris, the goddess of the moon. She is outspoken and is a protector of those she loves. Amelia is still trying to find her place in the world, but she's getting closer.
Hey, I'm Loran. I play Callie. She was orphaned at a young age and was raised by the royal artificer and trained under him as his apprentice. She's shy and quiet, but finding her voice, and she's smarter than she seems and is learning to love exploring the world outside of her workshop with her found family.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I play Sarah, a Beastmaster Ranger who recently discovered that she has magical bloodlines. She's a former royal guard who is kind of just one of the guys and is now realizing that playing politics is a lot harder than she thought.
Jordan, and I play Ophame, a shadow monk rogue who grew up in an assassin's cult. She may be quiet, but she isn't afraid to speak her mind and is just trying to figure out where she belongs and make sense of a world she's only beginning to understand.
Okay, and those are our players for tonight. As a small recap from last session, our ladies were basically just getting their bearings back home in Formonsa, interacting with the world and seeing what next steps await them as they await what Queen Wren has told them to be someone who actually witnessed the inside of these fissures that she told them about a couple sessions ago. In the meantime, we had Callie go on a little adventure with Louie, a bit out of her comfort zone, to a bar, no less. Crazy. We had Amelia and Magnus have a conversation with the Queen that wasn't particularly hostile, but it was perceived as such. And we had Ophame and Sarah eavesdropping in this conversation, but then remembering that
Committing treason.
it is not the best idea to
But we
try
weren't
and
spying on
spy
the Queen, we were spying on Magnus and
not
Amelia.
And they gave us explicit permission.
But by extension,
Explicit
bear
is a
the crown.
bold word.
Our choice is everything.
Mhm.
But those were our highlights from last session. In the meantime, everyone were going about their day. It is now night. Everyone's settling into bed, as it has been a long day. All right. So does everyone is everyone going to bed? Yes.
Mhm.
No shenanigans
No
this time. I mean, I don't know.
If Callie
Sometimes
had
you guys
chosen the
do
other room, there may have
shenanigans.
been, but no.
Amelia
Well, Louis went
still
out,
has an
as you know.
exhaustion point, so
Oh yeah,
she's
she's
already
fucking tired.
yeah, she was asleep before her head even hit the pillow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But okay, so everyone goes to bed. And if we remember as a group, Dante did indeed help carry Meryl to bed as she was just that tired. However, he told Lydia that she can go ahead and go to bed and he's gonna go do something and that she cannot follow him. So, moving on. It's a peaceful night. You guys get to bed pretty normally, nothing crazy happens. However,
Do I notice when Dante gets back to the room?
are you waiting up for him?
I think since I didn't follow him, I would at least wait up for him. Because I'm very suspicious of this boy right now.
Okay.
I don't know where he's going.
Mama's like, the last time that you went and did something by yourself, it was chaotic. So
Last time,
Literally pulled you from the depths of hell. So
you do hear the lightest of footsteps, but you're listening for it, and you know what Dante sounds like moving about um, in the wee hours of the morning, and he makes his way to the room next to you guys' room. Um, as far as you can tell, he turns in.
where was Lydia all night?
She went across the hall to her room,
Okay.
and that was pretty much it.
Suspicious. I'm kidding.
How dare she go to her room? Suspicious. Okay. But yeah, that's all you really notice. Are you trying to intercept him? Are you trying to berate him or anything like that, or just letting it be?
I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
After you sleep.
wait until he's in his room and wait for like 5 minutes and then go in and knock.
Okay. Roll stealth for me.
Is a 14 plus. Hold on. Sorry, it's taking a while to load. There it is. 14 plus 14, 28.
Okay, so you become air. You make your way into the hall, the darkened hall. You hear in the distance the guards doing their normal rounds, the clank of armor. But as you emerge from your room, you see Lydia emerge from hers, in the opposite hall. And you see she doesn't seem to notice you. She's trying her best
Cast
to be sneaky.
without trace and try and keep hiding.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So she doesn't notice you. She tries her best to be sneaky, but as we
Where
know,
does she go?
she's going to the door next to your room, looking for Dante.
All right, I'm just gonna hang out where I am and
Observe.
see what's about to happen.
Uh-huh. Okay. She goes to his door and knocks as softly as possible and starts whispering, Dante, hear you back. You don't hear anything in response. And there's a long, long pause. And you see Lydia just give up. It's like, and she like stomps pretty much back to her room.
He still does. He just lets her walk off.
He didn't answer.
Ofume bangs on the door. She's like, "Open up for your mom!"
Fuck up!
Is the door handle locked?
Are you gonna try the door? So you
I
touch
will
the
try
door.
the door. Yes. God damn it. Yes, I touched the door.
It was a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. You try the door. It is locked. It's like 3 a.m, by the way, guys.
I don't care. The situation
I'm
is
just setting the
getting
scene.
more and more intriguing, and not in a good way.
Okay.
My only thing is I'm afraid to force my way in and get stabbed.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna do like a one solid knock and just say, Dante, it's me. Open up.
You don't hear any movement from beyond the door for a while. Are you trying to listen very closely?
I am.
Okay. Listening very, very closely, you hear like a whooshing sound and something that sounds really faint. Like it's like in several rooms away. Almost. It's so far away, like whispering.
Is he fighting
To
demons?
try and
What
pry
the
open the door with my
Maybe like, I'm
dagger.
fighting demons.
Wait a second. I'm a mom. Would I not have a key to my son's room?
A mom.
Especially-
Realistically, you probably wouldn't have a key to these doors because this isn't your house technically. But if this was your house, yes. But
She's
this
like, how am
isn't.
I supposed to be the prince's assassin without any keys?
God damn it, Agnes is gonna get bullied tomorrow morning. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be like, I
You
think my
just
son
woke
may
up.
be dead because I don't have a key to his room. How did you let this happen?
I hate it here. Okay.
Wait,
Well, what
does
do you do?
Magnus have a key to?
Not on him.
He's like, if it makes you feel any better, I don't either.
He's like, I never open doors around here. They just either open or they're not. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and break in.
Okay. You're gonna try to pick the lock, or you're just gonna
I am.
ram your body into it.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Okay, this will be a sleight of hand check.
Okay. God damn it, kid. Why do you do this to me?
Not again.
Does the 16 work?
16. Yes. You hear a satisfying and the door swings open. The inside is dark, but in the faint moonlight, you can see Dante is sat crisscross, like in a meditative position, like similar to what you see Meryl or Amelia do. But around him is like darkish like, shadows, and he's facing away from you, toward like the window.
Where?
Creep around to in front of him.
And that's where we're gonna stop for our Halloween episode in October. God
He's a
damn.
creepy boy. He's
He
creepy.
is a creepy boy. We love him.
I love
Okay.
my little spooky guy.
Our little
He's spooky. He means no
What do
harm.
I see
He's
from
a
the
little
front?
strange.
Yep.
When you go around and you see his face bathed in the moonlight, his eyes are closed and he seems to have his mouth slightly open, but he seems to be focused on whatever it is he's currently doing.
But he
Um,
doesn't look like he's in pain.
No, he doesn't look distressed at all. He seems to be like in a deep meditative state.
But with ghosty, spooky swirls.
There are dark swirls around him. Yes. It is spooky, but he doesn't seem to be in distress in any way, as far as you can tell.
It's fine. He's just summoning the devil.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay, we'll be safe,
Pick up-
son.
pick
Close
up
the
my
door.
sending stone and just be like, Hey love, are you awake?
Probably not.
I don't know if this would wake her up or not.
Say sure.
If not, I would find something and like throw it at the wall in between our rooms.
What is it? What happened?
I don't think we need to be worried, but would you mind coming next door to Dante's room?
I broke
Okay.
into our teenager's room. Some creepy stuff
Is I was
in here.
suspicious?
I think he's summoning evil.
So you know how we had to rescue him from hell? I believe he may be back.
Or at least communicating.
Oh, okay. You hear like a rustling because Meryl isn't as quiet of light of foot as you two.
Yeah, yeah.
She comes around and sees this. She's oh.
Would Callie hear them? Because I'm across the hall from you guys, right?
How light of a sleeper are you?
Well, I was up making sending stones.
It's like
So
3
I
in the
would
morning, so you could, in fact, be asleep by now.
I'd probably be asleep.
Should we be worried? You're more attuned to this state.
She's
He
like,
looks just
am
as worried
I?
and
Am I
confused.
attuned to this?
Ofume's gonna try and poke one of the shadow wisps.
Your hand passes right through it. It doesn't feel like anything.
Is there any flicker of any, like, does it affect Dante at all?
No, it doesn't seem to.
He doesn't seem to be in pain.
Oh, is he meditating? I don't know on what.
Also, when you're meditating, I don't see um
Evil?
things around you. Nor have I
Weird
seen it when
shadows.
Amelia nor Sarah have been meditating.
Well, I'm usually communing with nature,
But I
and
don't see
Amelia
vines.
communicates with her goddess. So maybe he's communicating with whatever realm we rescued him from?
That from the little that Amelia was able to speak on, that doesn't seem like a good place to be communing with.
She seems to think on it some and then say, well, maybe, but. And she, like, gestures very gently to, like, his horns. Says, it is a part of him now.
Yes, yes. All right. I'm sorry for waking you. I'm just going to stay here until he comes back.
It's okay. And she, like, plops down, like, across from him. Tries to just, I'll try and see if I can reach whatever it is he's doing. I guess.
He like wakes up and he's like, "Mother."
Why are you in my room?
Mothers!
Dude, this is so cool.
We were scared.
You were meditating and summoning the devil. Um, okay. Well, both of you kind of hunker down because he seems to be in this flow state at the moment. Um, and we're gonna pivot. So while everyone else is asleep, Amelia, you dream.
Of course, I
Of
fucking
course,
dream.
of course.
Sorry, came out. Um, sorry about that. Not bad. Right. So you dream, and in this dream, um, you seem to be on some type of outdoor garden on the edge of a beach. It has the same very vibrant blue water that you remember taking over Retrus's realm when Celia was um, basically invading her realm. You see all this. It's very warm, very welcoming. It, you feel is very at peace in this place. And after you take it in for a time, you notice Cecilia is sitting right next to you, and she looks concerned.
Like at her or like at the ocean,
At
at the
her.
garden. Oh, at
At
Amelia?
Amelia.
Great. Um she like kind of like does her typical like head bow and then she goes, "Is everything, I mean, it doesn't feel all right."
You didn't do anything wrong, dear. I come bearing, I suppose, interesting news. It depends on how you take it.
Amelia like swallows hard and she goes, um typically when I get interesting news, it's more towards the negative, but perhaps this will be the one time it's not."
As we speak currently, your Magnus is being spoken to by Retrus. And before you get upset, I could not stop that from happening. The gods, we've been talking. There is discomfort with your existence.
Your Magnus and I
No.
existing together? Mortals?
The existence of demigods in general.
I'm not tracking.
She's a soft sigh, and she reaches out and touches the very middle of your forehead, and in an instant, you are remembering things that you've never even seen before. You see
I do but bow.
yourself. You see yourself, but it's not you. It's many different iterations of you over time, over and over and over again, being
She
born
is
over
the
and over and
Avatar.
over again. And every single time, it's been tragic. You feel the pain, you feel the sadness, you feel the deaths of those around you every single time. And this one time, Celia says, "You'll have a better story this time, darling." And then in that moment, you see every other moment that you've lived in this lifetime in grave detail. And what stands out to you is that Celia had Orion deliver you to the family that you were a part of all those years ago. And she takes her hand back and she folds her hands in her lap. Did you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Like,
Just
wait.
a little shot for the listeners at
Um,
home. Every single player is holding their hands over their face right now.
Jaws
Yeah.
are on the floor.
um, okay, so Amelia is probably gonna like stumble back a little bit when her hand like comes off, and then she looks at Celia and she goes, "Okay, mortal brain. So
Take your time.
is there? Okay, so I've okay, so yeah, we know that people reincarnate. It happens. So I did that again, but this time you blessed me.
Yes, but I may have broken the rules a bit.
Oh fuck.
It is traditionally, as you know, Tanera's job to assure that souls are born. But I had become quite attached to your soul, so I simply decided to give you life myself.
Mom? Mommy? She
Mother?
called you her.
Oh my god,
Oh.
oh my god.
She's been calling you her
Oh
daughter.
my god.
Oh.
Um. Okay. Um. Amelia's like, the brain is everywhere. Um. Then why? Why did? Why? um. Wait. So. Um. Do I have no? Who? What? What am I? Who? Oh gosh. And she's like, like she's running her hands like
Celia,
through her hair.
Celia
She's
is
like,
a
I don't.
picture of patience. She is serene and calm as you come to grips with what she just showed you and told you.
So, how? So what is this? What does this mean? What?
It means that because I have told you, you will have to face some trials, possibly. Do not be too worried. It won't happen soon. I will do everything in my power to ensure this. But Retris is pushing the issue in Magnus's case. And because that is true, it will soon be an issue pushed for yours and one others.
There's 3 demigods in the world right now.
To my knowledge, yes.
Who's the other?
Are- I suppose it would probably bring more chaos if you told me the third.
I shouldn't. This meeting already is causing a lot of problems, you
Ripples.
understand.
What trials for what?
The rest of the gods fear that it is unsafe to have demigods simply walking the earth, having to do with how much power they have, so these trials will weed out the weak. Simply put, they want to either make you a god or hopefully you perish in the trying. She didn't seem pleased to relay this news. And she says, "It was my hope that you would never know, and you could live a normal life, and that would be that."
But
But it
I
seems
mean,
I've complicated things further.
then why did Retris even try to was she trying to get back at you for something?
Instant inhale. I wouldn't put it past her. It is actually quite possible. That is her main objective.
Um Amelia like rolls her shoulders a little bit at that. She looks very ticked. um and then um she says, "So I am your child. How does that happen? How?"
And she makes like a head side to side, like she's trying to decide how to answer this question.
She's like, "You won't really get it in your terms."
Simply put, I willed it.
Wow. Amelia, like, originally she was like standing and like pacing, and then she just does like a heavy sigh and she goes to like sit next to Celia looking out at the water. "You didn't want to tell me that you were my mother?"
No, I wanted you to have a better story this time. So I did what I could outside of your notice. I tried to pick a good family. Unfortunately, that didn't work. But in the end, there's only so much I could do. It's your choice. Whatever choices you made, I had to try and make that work, whatever those were.
Has the story been better this time?
I don't know, Amelia. You've seen your other lives. Do you believe that this story is better?
It looks like I'm happier.
That's all I ask.
Retrus telling Magnus right now that he must begin the trials, or do we have any sort of time?
You have time, my dear. I will ensure it. But the trials will come, and I wanted you to know. I can protect you from much, but this will be something you must brave on your own.
I like to believe that I've gained some resiliency. I'll meet them whenever they come.
Good. And know I'm with you, always. And the edges of this dream start to dissipate.
Before it leaves, Amelia kind of like looks at Celia and says, I'm glad you told me.
She smiles like she was worried that you'd be mad. Um, and as she does, the dream fades and back to a dreamless sleep. Everyone then wakes up. One by one, you can decide at what point your character wakes up for sure.
I definitely think since Ofame had stayed up waiting for Dante, she probably dozed off while keeping watch, quote unquote. So whenever he and Meryl wake her up will be when she wakes up.
Okay. He rose with the dawn. As soon as the sun came up, his eyes opened.
Side eye at the DM.
But yeah. What's everyone
Would
else
he
doing?
would he have woken her up or just waited for?
I think he wouldn't have because Meryl would have wanted you to sleep. But she probably asked him a bunch of questions in the meantime.
Wonderful. And everyone else can wake up until
What is Callie doing first thing in the morning?
I'm still processing everything.
Ellie's saying,
I know
I
the
feel
lie.
like something weird just happened.
Feel it in my bones.
But Callie knows nothing.
You have your sending stones to give to people.
I do have my sending stones to give to people.
Mhm.
I know Louis is not asleep, so like I wouldn't be waking him up. So I'll probably go to his room first.
Oh. Okay.
Of course.
Y'all are so annoying.
Yeah, I will not let
We
her
have
breathe.
to.
You will not let her breathe.
That's what's gonna. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay. So she goes to Louis'
You're
room
like, this
first.
is gonna backfire.
Mm-hmm. Do you knock? Or what are you doing?
I'll probably knock, just like lightly, like knock.
He opens the door, and then leans into the doorway. Morning.
Of course he does.
Does he also put
Love
an
him
arm
so
up? Like,
much.
what the fuck, bitch?
He doesn't. It's like
Does it kind of
his
flex his
shoulder.
bicep a little bit?
He doesn't. He doesn't. But he's only wearing a robe. So there you go.
Okay.
I love him
Asshole.
so much.
I love him. He's one of my
The
favorites.
arrogancy.
Oh yeah,
Um,
always.
Callie's
is your man.
Not yet. Not yet.
Arrogant asshole. Go ahead.
So she's gonna like. What do I want to?
Hmm?
I don't know. She's just gonna say, "Oh, morning. I wanted to give you the sending stone that I had kind of talked to you about. Nothing pretty, but it's functional. So
He
It was
takes it
pretty.
and he looks at it. It's like, you made this yourself?
yeah.
He seems impressed. Like just ever so slightly. It's like, okay.
You're like,
Would you
you
prefer I can fashion it into a necklace, a ring, however you'd prefer to wear it. Or keep it on your person.
Um, and he does a small smirk. He says, "An earring?"
Sure.
This man keeps
Nice.
getting hotter.
oh my god, he's a hot bisexual.
Uh,
Okay.
and I don't know if she like has the stuff with her where she can easily like use the wire and do that. Um,
Sure, she can.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. So she'll just quickly make it into a little earring and hand it back
Okay.
to him.
All right, he puts it in one ear. Okay.
He knows what he's doing.
Mhm. She's going to well,
She's flustered now.
yeah.
Oh boy.
She's like trying not to look down at anything, and
She's like
so she's
staring
gonna
at his feet.
mm-hmm. She's gonna have like the other two sending stones in her hand. And she's like, well, I am gonna go give these to Sarah for her and Cal. And then I assume I don't know what the plan is for today, but now you have the sending stones, so I can keep you
Yeah.
updated.
If anything happens, let me know.
Okay. And she's just gonna like awkwardly walk
Okay.
away.
Okay. Um, Callie turns and misses whatever it is that he
Damn
does.
it. What does
'Cause
he
she turned.
do?
You don't know because you turned. She was awkward. You hear the
Not
door
fair.
close very softly after a few moments. Okay. So you
Probably
go and
smirking.
Ugh.
Ignorant son
Nope.
of a bitch.
Did I hear anything?
no, it wasn't hearable.
Okay. I have
It's
no
seeable.
idea.
Anyway, but do you scooch on over to wake up Sarah?
Yeah, she's probably, I mean, I assume she's going to be awake because she's
Is
the
Sarah
kind of
awake?
first
Yeah.
light person.
Yeah.
She had to take Rhea out.
Mm.
Rhea wakes up at 6 a.m. every day without fail. Mom,
Mhm.
Mom, I'm hungry.
And she doesn't whisper, she
Mom.
yells.
Your
No,
cat.
she does. You hear her down the hallway.
Yeah.
She also
She has
wakes
to hurry
everyone
up.
else up.
Everyone's like, God damn it, Sarah, go take your cat out.
I feel like
This-
definitely like when we've been traveling, there have been times where like we've had to take turns taking Rhea.
Yep.
It's your turn to go take Rhea.
It's
to get
your
her meal.
morning. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is Sarah back by now or not?
What time is it?
I would say maybe 9 or 10 in the morning.
Oh yeah, they're back by now.
So what does Callie do?
Is your door open or is it closed?
I feel like she leaves it cracked.
She'll probably like open the door slightly and like peep her head and be like, Sarah?
Uh-huh. And she's got her fork and coffee.
I'm gonna like walk in a little bit more and I'm gonna hold her show her the sending stones. I made those sending stones for you and Cal. I just need to know how you want to wear yours, and do you have any idea how Cal would want to wear his?
I guess I'll take like an earring maybe. And then do I have any idea how Cal would want to wear his?
Up until this point, you know of Cal. He doesn't particularly like jewelry all that much, so it's very likely that he'll have it embedded in some type of clothing that he wears all the time.
Got it. Cal will probably want to put it in like something that he wears all the time, like maybe one of his braces or something.
Okay, so
He's not
I
a
will
jewelry
wait
person.
for his arrival.
He doesn't really peacock the way Louis does.
Mhm.
No, no, he's subtle.
Yeah.
No
in
less
his-
hot, just
Oh,
subtle.
almost
He's
subtle.
I don't know
he's
about
so
Word.
subtle
subtle.
with
Call
his
the
his
Phoenix
wings.
subtle
Phoenix
by any
boy
means.
subtle
Yeah.
is wild.
He's a phoenix, not a
Um,
peacock. There's a difference.
Anyway,
Oh, okay.
I'll hand her the earring. Here you go. And
She's
then
over it.
I'll give you the other sending stone, and so whenever Cal comes, you guys just come find me, and we'll fashion it to whatever he prefers.
Will do.
I just had to hold myself back.
Haha. From
Same. I
I'm
also
worried.
had to.
I hate you guys.
I missed
Um,
whatever I said.
It's okay. Okay. So you now have the sending stones in your inventory to give to Cal whenever Sarah speaks with him again. What are you guys doing now? So now we have Callie and Sarah are awake. Ofame is dead asleep because she was up most of the night. We don't know what's going on with Amelia yet, but I'm sure you guys will be very excited to find out. Meaning you're gonna plop yourself in her room and just start chatting.
Basically.
Yep. Is Dante's door closed?
Yes.
Well, we're popping ourselves in whose room?
That's up to you.
I would probably just stay in Sarah's room, and or we'd go knock on the door on Amelia's room, but I feel like we'd wait because we knew how tired she was.
It's like 9 or 10, and you guys went to bed at a reasonable time.
Okay. Should we go find Amelia and Ofame?
Sure. I assume Amelia's still sleeping.
I mean, we could go check.
Depends on how much that exhaustion point takes.
Yeah.
It's just one long rest. Will set you right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
8 hours.
All right.
Which you got, so kind of.
Well,
Was it peaceful sleep?
majority of it was dreamless, and she wasn't like restless.
Okay. So you guys are going to Amelia's room, or are you going to Ofame's room?
I guess we could split. I mean, we're all in the same hallway, so one of us
Yes.
could go to Amelia's and one of us could go to Ofame's.
Okay.
We gotta divvy up the duties here.
Wakey, wakey.
Not in her room.
Exactly, but they don't know that.
Mm-hmm. I'll go to Ofame's room and knock on the door.
Okay. Is Sarah also leaving her room and going to Amelia's room?
Yeah.
Or- Okay.
She's gonna like lightly knock, like, Amelia, are you awake?
Magnus was in
Amelia's-
her room with her, right?
I think so.
Yes.
This is important for later. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder
This is
why.
an important mouse tool we're gonna use later.
I just want to know his whereabouts. No reason.
They probably already talked.
Likely. Okay. Callie, when you knock on Ofame and Meryl's room, you get no response.
Which is not like them because I know Ofame hears every fucking thing. So I'm gonna assume that they're not there. And I guess walk down to Amelia's room and find Sarah standing outside. They didn't answer, so maybe they went to go see
Get
Tobias
breakfast?
or something. I'm not sure.
I mean, it is. She's gonna glance at her wrist that has no watch.
Cheese pastry time.
Got it.
Yeah,
Pastry time o'clock.
it is. It is about cheese breakfast time. So maybe
Mm.
they went downstairs.
Maybe. Did Amelia answer the door?
Yeah, did
No.
Amelia answer the door?
I don't know. Did she?
Nope.
She says no.
No, she didn't.
Okay. Well.
I just
Y'all are
love.
like, is
I
there
really
a
hope.
meeting that we forgot about? Like, what the fuck?
Swear it's never
I really hope
Still
Okame
kind
doesn't
of
ever
early.
actually go missing.
Jeez.
Oh God, she's not in her room.
Well. Oh well.
I mean, why would I knock on Dante's room?
No, yeah, you're.
Inside of
I don't blame
Amelia,
you.
Ophime's room.
Oh, right. No, it's in the hallway.
I thought they
It's
had
next.
rooms,
Oh,
and like his room was in their room.
but she went
No.
out into the hallway and saw Lydia.
I have no idea then.
It's okay.
Okay.
As you guys
Well-
are conversing in the hall,
Mhm.
Lydia actually emerges and like looks back and forth, hearing you guys stumble around and be mourning loud.
Mhm.
She looks like she just woke up. Like, what's going on?
Just trying to find where everyone is.
Rouse people. I
Yes.
assume Amelia and Magnus are still sleeping. They were pretty tired.
Mm. Mm. And she just kind of stumbles out and walks up toward you guys, and without any preamble, Amelia.
I love it so much.
I guess that's one way to do it.
She is my daughter.
Like, she won't come out. I got this.
Move,
I don't
bitch.
give a shit.
Um. Uh,
At that, Ofame, you definitely are awoken by
But-
that, because that was very loud. That was extremely loud.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. What does Amelia do first?
Yeah.
Amelia still doesn't answer the door.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Lydia just frowns.
Are we those friends that just walk in anyway? Is the question.
No, because
She's with
they could
Magnus,
be in a
so
compromising
probably not.
position.
Mhm.
I was gonna say
Probably not.
we know how
Magnus
Callie
is
feels
also
about.
in there, and I feel like Callie would.
Nope. She would say no.
Not.
Sarah probably would.
Even if Sarah wanted to,
I
Callie
think
wouldn't
so.
let.
Sarah,
You
but
guys
Callie
did just
would let
get
her
caught
do
by
it.
the queen, so
We did. Yeah, she's a little.
She did find out recently. It'll wear off in a few days, but for right now it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fresh.
It's still fresh.
I think also they've had this understanding between all of them that like,
But doink
Yeah.
doink time is sacred.
yeah,
Between all of them, the only
Lose
two
my
couples
mind.
are Ovame and Meryl, and Magnus and Amelia. You and
Hey,
Kyle
we
haven't done
didn't
anything yet.
interrupt.
no, we haven't.
Mhm.
You've like barely kissed.
Yep.
But no one interrupted that. Well,
Well,
Did they?
Did they think about it every once in a while? Yeah. Did it happen? No.
Every
Did
once
you write
in
a letter
while.
about it? Yes.
I've been
my
dreaming
God.
about our kiss. Sorry.
jeez. Jeez.
Oh my
Oh, cringe
There
is not
hasn't
dead.
been time.
god. Right.
To write about your kiss? So it's happening.
No, I thought you
No,
meant.
she wrote him a letter asking him to come to her bed
When she was drunk
when
off her
she was
ass,
drunk.
remember?
Iconic.
And
Yes,
Callie
yes.
and Callie walked her to his office and delivered the letter.
True shit.
Okay.
She's like, I can use this against you later.
Well, we can hang out in my room or your room until anyone decides to grace us with their presence.
I guess
Um,
that
And
Ofame
she's
is
gonna
probably
say that
gonna.
really loudly in the hallway.
in the meantime, Meryl fills you in, Ofame, that she did speak with Dante, and he said basically that he wanted to investigate one of these fissures on his own, but he realized it was too far away, so he came back and then tried to speak with the voices that he hears all the time, to try and see if they could give him any information about it.
I'm sorry, he hears voices?
We knew that.
His
We knew
voices.
that. Yeah.
I did
You
mention
did?
that before. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
I think Lydia told Ofame that
Mm-hmm.
at some point. Um,
I have forgotten. He's not my son, so
That's your nephew.
is he with us? Or has he left the room?
He went down to the training area. He did ask Miroko to do that, and she said fine, but don't go far. But he's, as far as you know, in the training area.
All right. Lots of different layers. How are we? How does it make you feel, darling?
Well, I'm not thrilled that he's speaking with devils, but he didn't seem scared or concerned, which I think is good. I don't know much about this.
I agree. Am I allowed to be upset at him, or do I need to be rational?
I think you can be upset here, and then we can talk to him later when you're less upset.
Okay, so I need to be rational. Um, I will not storm down to the training grounds immediately. I will take some time before conversing with him. She's just gonna walk out
Very
of the
wise.
door.
She says, I think that's very
Be
wise.
like, these bitches have to have something to distract me right now.
Also, in the meantime, I mean, when you awoke, Magnus was already awake and pacing.
Um, Amelia is gonna lean up and kind of like rub her eyes. She'll be like, complicated dream?
Really? How'd you know?
Cause I had one very similar.
Oh, did Ritrus also threaten you in your sleep? That's great. Amazing.
No, but Celia did tell me of my true parentage, which is just as stressful.
He stops pacing, and you see, he becomes the meme of the lady with all the mathematical equations floating around her head. Like what? What? I'm sorry. What?
Um, oh, she like swings her legs off the side of the bed and like puts her face in her like her palms on her eyes a little bit. She's like,
But you ain't special, honey boo boo.
so
Jeez.
seems like uh you are not the only one who is a demigod.
He looks shocked, then horrified, and then so then you know about the the trials then.
And how we both have to go through them. And apparently a third person.
A third?
I was just as shocked as you are that we have this many on the planet at one time.
He like runs his hands through his hair. Stress. You see that he's probably done this many times before, while he was pacing. Um, well, and as he's like trying to compose himself is when you hear the soft knock from your friends outside.
And Amelia puts her hand over his mouth.
There's silence. You hear like a little bit of whispering as they talk to each other. A little bit after that, you hear the doom 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 doom. Amanda!
um Amelia like makes eye contact with Magnus and she vigorously shakes her head no.
He just stands there, stock still. There's more talking. Then they kind of walk away.
Amelia, after a little bit, goes, I want to tell them. I do.
Game for
Just-
not telling them.
I haven't even processed it myself. I've been awake for 3 minutes.
Okay. Right.
Come on.
Okay,
And
So
she
have you
like
forgiven me for not telling us about the marriage?
she yeah, I know, for real. She like pulls him
I see a
into
pattern.
into the bathing chamber and she starts turning on the faucet like someone's taking a shower.
Okay.
And she's
Please tell me
like
he starts undressing.
and she's like, God
He
damn it, no.
He wouldn't because he's too stressed. Our boy is on level 11.
He's like, okay, I guess we can work through this that way.
Amelia's like, God damn. So
In an AU, sure.
yeah, I know. It's some fan fiction somewhere. She's like, okay, so apparently Celia has obviously witnessed my other lives and apparently they were fucking bleak because she thought that I needed to have a good run at one of them. So in this one, she kind of birthed me herself. I'm still not quite sure of the logistics. She willed it. So basically, I'm her daughter, and Orion was the one who delivered me to my parents. Well, but I guess they're not my parents.
Did you not give birth then?
They just made her think that she did.
Like, it's
Maybe.
confusing.
I don't know. It's yeah.
Or that's why your dad was okay with giving you up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? This
Sorry,
is so
anyway.
complicated now.
You're not here.
I know I'm not.
Player
so-
theories.
Yeah, Amelia
The things are
just kind of like looks at him and goes, "So, very complicated story short. Um, Celia's my Celia's my mom," and she says it like out loud for the first time. She's like, "What the fuck?"
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
I suppose
Mhm.
it makes sense if I don't think about it too much.
Well, I'm glad it makes sense to you because it makes no sense to me.
Well, what do you? I know you just found out, but how you doing? I suppose with this.
I don't. How does any? How does any? How did you come to terms with the fact that you were a demigod?
If you don't remember correctly, he crashed out. So he's gonna be like,
Yeah, but that's what she was bringing up. Is
I
like
know.
you do recall, like
I'm bringing that to everybody else's attention. He did
Yes.
in fact crash out.
Mm-hmm.
His While I didn't handle it well,
Mm-hmm.
I may have lashed out at Mother, but
I don't have a father to lash out on.
well, from my recollection, I believe you did already, but for other actions.
But if she willed it, then was it just her? I'm asking questions to you that you don't know. I don't know. These are things I'm
mean-
thinking about.
You see him like wring his hands. He says, I could read your book and tell you.
I just don't know. So when she was talking to me, she was telling me that even telling me was probably a bad decision. So I almost feel like it's better for mortal minds to not know. Like we don't know the ripple effects of those things.
Well, from what I can tell, her hand has been forced. Because now, since Retros has decided that I have to die, apparently, um,
Is that what she
she's
said?
bringing up. Well, would she actually? Actually, I don't remember exactly what she said because I was very scared at the time. But
Mhm.
generally, I was told that I was on borrowed time, and that it would be time for me to earn my place. Um, Obviously, that wasn't very comforting, especially in the atmosphere she usually creates around herself.
What I am
Um,
gathering from Celia and I's conversation is that they are trials that are either to determine that you should be a god or let's just say not.
yes, I gathered that much.
So there's still a chance that we live.
And there's also a chance that we die.
It's a good thing we already got married then, I guess.
I suppose. How to not die before the wedding? The big wedding.
Oh. I suppose we should do that sooner rather than later. Everything else seems so trivial now. She actually like chuckles a little bit and she goes, I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to adventure anymore.
Girl.
He gets up and hugs her. And says, "We'll figure this out."
Okay. I'm going to choose to believe you.
You should. I know a lot of things.
Now you do. When we were children, not so much.
No, you're the smart one. I had to catch up.
You did, eventually.
Thank you. I appreciate it. He seems pretty like preening, like, yeah, I'm
He's like,
smart now.
hell yeah. I read books.
You're very brave, Ken. Thank you, Barbie.
Thank you.
In tears. Thank you, Barbie.
1000%. um, Amelia turns off the water and she goes, okay. They were really upset when I didn't tell them about the wedding, so I can only imagine that something like this would send them over the edge. So we should probably tell them.
Lydia didn't seem too happy that you ignored her. You usually don't.
Yes, well, she's also a teenager.
Yeah, she's usually unhappy with anything I do. All right. You're standing there embarrassingly. It's like, okay. Okay. All right.
Amelia like turns off the water and she's like, okay. Okay. Okay.
You'll be stronger for it. Our
um,
friends are quite capable individuals, so we can put our minds together and think of something.
I can imagine they're gonna have questions that we do not have the answers for.
That is why we say, I don't know.
um, Amelia
Right.
goes and um, heads towards the door after turning the water off.
Mm-hmm.
And then she opens the door. I don't know if anybody's still there, but I doubt it.
Did you guys go to Callie's room? Like like Lorraine suggested, or are you just hanging out in the hall?
I
I feel like we would have gone to sit in someone's room.
yeah.
Mhm.
Who has the next biggest room, Callie or Sarah?
They're about the same size.
I
All
would
these
think
rooms.
personally, I think they would probably go to Sarah's room because Sarah is directly across from Amelia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like it's right there.
And Ofame also made her way to Sarah's room too.
I don't know if made it out yet.
Okay.
Like I have a feeling if like well, I guess their conversation probably I guess yeah, her and Meryl's conversation was shorter than their shower combo. So I guess yeah, she probably did make it over there.
Meryl would have went to looking to see where you went. So she's with you guys. As you guys are hanging out in Sarah's room, you do hear, is the door open or is it cracked?
It's open.
It's
Okay.
open, yeah, for sure.
Okay. You hear the marching of one of the guard as they get there. And he sees the door open, Sarah's room. He says, Sarah,
Yes.
Jorah's awake, more or less.
Damn it.
Okay.
Can anyone get a fucking break around here?
Right?
No, it's a
Um,
finale.
I will be down shortly. Did any of you want to come or
Like maybe if that might be when Ofame and Meryl show up. Just
Okay.
that seems like a good like
Sure. And that's when they're also in the doorway. The guard is taking up most of it, but you guys kind of like are nearing.
Ofame like pops in and it's just like, do you want to do that by
Want
yourself or do
company?
you need backup?
if you want to come, you're more than welcome. But I'm not gonna force you to come if you don't want to.
with
That doesn't answer my question. Did you want to do this alone or did you want backup?
Okay, let me clear my throat. Okay, do
Mhm.
you?
Um, I think him seeing how many people love and support him would be beneficial.
Okay. I don't love no support. No.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay.
That's wild. Okay. The guard does his bow, steps back, and then is making his way out at the same time that Amelia and Magnus are peeking out from their door across the way.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're going to help Sarah.
Jorah is awake.
Oh,
Yes.
I was about to be confused on why we would ever have to help Sarah. She seems very capable. Okay. We should do that. Okay, but I am going to say this now. I have something very important to tell you, and I did want to tell you now, but Jorah is important.
Okay.
So,
I mean, he'll
Let's
still
go.
be there in a few minutes.
no, we should do Jorah first.
Okay.
Should we?
I just don't want you guys to.
Why
be
don't you
all-
tell us on the way?
It's not
good-
like a hallway conversation.
Well, we're right in the doorway of Sarah's room.
Conversation.
I mean,
We will do it after we come back from Jorah.
hey.
Move.
Are you? Never mind.
Alrighty. Let's
Shut
go.
shut your mouth.
It's a joke.
We've been married for 3 seconds.
Shaking my
Yeah,
head.
The end of the world is upon us.
So I'll start playing as the world caves in. Okay. So the whole lot of you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna have a combo on the walk, but
You
say
can.
whatever you're gonna say.
I was gonna just say that Lydia went back to her room after that interaction. Because as much as she loves you, I do think she wanted to sleep more. So she did in fact do that. And you guys start walking to the infirmary. And on that, we'll pick up with that after our break.
Okie dokie.
So make sure you get some water, stretch your legs,
Stretch.
go piss, girl, whatever you need to do. And we'll be right back.
All right. See y'all soon. right, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Our lovely ladies were finally reconvened. The party has all gathered, and they were making their way to the infirmary to take a look at Jorah, since he let Sarah know that he is awake and hoping that she's around so he can talk to her. Everyone decided to also go with her, and some of us are harboring some information. But now's not a good time. Jordan, you wanted Ophime to say something as they were walking?
Yeah, she was just gonna casually, as they're walking, just be like, so apparently Dante is trying to chat with the devil voices in his head at night. That's what he gets up to. And his
Interesting.
nighttime activities.
I don't think that that's recommended.
No.
I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that that's good.
Why was he
As-
trying to talk to them?
He wanted to know more about
Because
the
he
fissures.
tried to also examine one of the fissures on his own and didn't find any answers, so he was asking them for
So he
answers.
went to the wall?
No, he said it was too far. He didn't want to leave.
Well, I could have
His
told
arm.
him that.
How often is it that the boy talks to you, particularly Sarah?
It's an expression.
I'm just clarifying. This is a question.
I could have at least told Lydia, and then Lydia could have told him.
Hmm.
Does that
Perhaps-
make more sense to you?
Speaking of Lydia, she also tried to go to his room in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry, what?
She what? What, excuse me?
I don't know what she was there for. I don't know if this is a common occurrence, but it did happen.
Well, I was not aware.
Wonderful.
I mean, they are like 16.
Uh-huh.
That's what's worrisome.
Mm-hmm.
And
And he is conversing with devils.
He's
You know,
talking to the voices
Also,
in his head.
apparently,
I don't
I'm not
know
allowed
if
to be
you're
upset
aware of
about
this, but,
this.
you know, when young minds enter a certain
Sarah.
age,
oh,
Sarah.
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 You don't need
Sarah.
to give the birds and the bees talk to all the adults in the room.
And
You
you're
know-
not giving it
Also,
to my
16 was-
15-year-old.
I
And
wasn't planning
16
on it.
is
That's your
much
job.
too young for that.
They have
It
so
is.
many more other important things to be
Hmm.
considering right now.
She's worried about her grades, and that's all.
I was not worried about my grades at 16.
We know
You
you were
didn't
worried about it
have
at 16,
grades
Sarah.
at your age. There was no academy.
Well, I was
Yes.
also.
If
you
there's
know,
16, there's another almost 10 years before you start
I'm
doing that.
terrified.
Oh, I'm
I'm
not foolish
terrified.
enough to think that, but
That entire thought process.
Wait,
No.
how long? Wait, what?
it'll happen a lot sooner than 26.
I was like 16.
Okay, my deepest
Sarah,
love.
What happened to you? You poor things.
I mean,
Yeah. You want to talk
technically,
about
Ophime
your
is like,
situation?
my family was fucked up, but at least we didn't make children have sex.
well, we're not making them. They just
Mhm.
choose it on their own.
No, and she doesn't say that. She's
Oh.
No, that's Jordan speaking.
that was me.
Got it. I was gonna say I sort of chose, you know,
Mhm.
looking back, I'm sure it was more classified as coercion, but
Right.
I would prefer it if we didn't have this discussion and instead we just spoke with Lydia at a later time.
And
Sarah's
that
gonna like clap
she
him on the
might
back.
have
You're like, good luck
been
with that.
concerned. She's
There
a very
may have
curious
been
person.
nothing sexual about it.
Correct. They could be
I was just saying that
very
it
good friends.
happened.
Right.
I mean,
Mm.
I was just, based off of my experience.
Magnus, how did you not know that she was sneaking out of her rooms?
I didn't.
Oh, also, Magnus, can I get a
Mhm.
key to Dante's room?
What?
I feel like I deserve a key to my son's room. I had to break in last night.
You must ask the queen. I don't know anything about keys.
He. We're all just casually like, wait, you broke in?
No one, everyone just walks past that one.
Like, I
And
mean,
skip.
it feels in character.
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
No.
I guess you're gonna be waiting on that key then, if May. If you have to ask the queen.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait.
What are you
on
worried
that.
that you upset her somehow by sneaking into a study?
I wasn't spying on the queen. She was just collateral damage. After
Wow,
you
the queen is
explicitly
collateral
told
damage.
me,
What a
after you
strong.
explicitly told me
I
that I
did
was
not
allowed to
mean
listen
We
to your
keep saying the
conversation.
word explicit. I.
do not remember.
Do tell what you think this word means.
It means I said, "May I listen in?" And they said, "I don't see why not."
Are
That
those
is
the
No,
words
not-
that actually
No,
came out of their
Amelia
mouths?
said, I do not believe I could stop you. Therefore, I suppose.
Therefore, I suppose
And
that is permission.
No, it does not.
Hmm. Okay. Anyway,
And we're walking.
Hey,
to
we're
the
walking.
infirmary. Callie's gonna like talk in the sending stone as discreetly as possible. Which
Impossible.
probably
You're
won't be
with the
very
entire group.
No.
Go ahead.
right. And she'll be like, Louis, are you there? Can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
I just wanted to let you know we're going to the infirmary. Jorah is awake, but I figured you probably wouldn't want to be there for that, as you don't really know him.
Well, I don't really know him that well, but if that's where you're going, I can be there.
Say,
What?
What did he say?
what did he say? You're taking an
Is he
awful
coming?
long time to respond.
Her cheeks are just gonna turn bright red. Sure, we are still in the hallway on our way there. You are more than welcome to come.
Sure. I'll make my way down.
Okay, see you in a minute.
The more the merrier.
Oh,
she's just
Amelia,
gonna keep walking.
also, Callie and Louis had a date last night.
It wasn't a date.
Oh.
You went alone to a bar and danced,
date?
and he walked you to your door.
Oh, so it's a date.
They went to the Drunken Duck.
Are you just saying that it's not a date because you've never been on a date before?
Is this
Who
true?
paid?
No one in the role play. No one paid.
Yeah.
In RP, no one paid. It's probably likely that Callie paid because any money that
Louis had would not go
Louis
to
had
John.
would not be accepted here. You're like, what the fuck is even this?
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
I have a feeling he tried,
like
and they were
gold
like,
is
well,
Oh, he
what's
definitely tried, and they were like, what?
Yeah.
Maybe what I mean, I know what a date is, but we just
Mhm.
it wasn't
Have you ever been on one?
no.
Did you sit together and talk and get to know each other more? And have fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that can't be
yeah.
the definition of a date.
But I could do that with you, but that's not a date.
Yes, it is. You can have friendship dates.
Yeah.
I think it's all about
This
intention.
could also be a friendship date. It doesn't have to be romantic, unless you want it to be.
I think intention matters.
Did you flirt? Did he flirt?
Did you drink
Did
around
you
him?
attempt?
Did I what?
Did you drink around him?
I had like a sip. It was quite repulsive, actually.
Okay, so when we say dance, do we say like one dance? Do we say multiple dances?
How
Well,
long?
Did
Orion
he
showed
ask
up.
you to dance? Or
Oh,
I told you this last night. Orion showed up, and yes, he asked me to dance.
perfect. Yes.
Right.
Interesting. Magnus is even like
and
conspiracy.
Orion only shows up when the vibes are immaculate.
True.
Mhm.
So I've
So it was
told.
definitely more than one dance.
Mhm.
More than one. Hmm.
So is this going to become a common occurrence, or
I don't know.
You made him a sending stone for you to speak to him directly.
It wasn't. It was
you
out
did?
of.
How
Said what?
interesting.
It was so that way, like, he felt included. I mean, we have your mind call, but if he needs something, he can't reach out to you or
Right.
any of us.
So he could reach out to you directly.
Right.
Right.
Anyone
you
else
be-
could have the other half of the sending
Mhm.
stone if they
So
want.
you're totally willing
Other
to
half of the
give
sending
any
stone.
one of us that sending stone
Mm-hmm.
to just have.
Do I trust you all? Maybe not. But
Mm.
if you wanted it,
I do.
may-
Ofume's like,
No.
absolutely, I do, actually.
None, please.
I was just gonna like
Or
hold it in her hand, like at her, like on her neck, and just be like,
It's okay. I have my own sending stone for my lover. It's fine. I don't need another.
The shade.
bullying.
Amelia looks
Bullying.
at Sarah. Does she see the sending stone on her?
Yeah, because Sarah, you made it into an earring,
oh yeah,
correct?
you have one
Mhm.
on.
Right. And
Yeah.
she goes, right. And Sarah, who does your sending stone connect to?
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
And
Well,
who's
technically
getting
me
it?
because I'm holding it. But
No, I'll answer the question, Sarah.
Who's getting it, Sarah?
um,
Your best friend, right?
what?
Me? I'm getting the other half.
Oh, is that so?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Then why don't you have it now? If you made
Hand
it, why
it
would you
over.
give it to Sarah to give it back to you?
Right. Why would you make
No.
4?
No, I'm okay.
Mm.
I'll just hold on to this.
Why do you
Oh,
want
I
to talk
see.
to yourself? I
Well,
think you
'cause
already do
I
that
was-
mentally.
I was going
Try
to
and
give it to
commune with them
someone.
in the middle of the night.
Who are you going to give it to, Sarah?
I made it for her and Cal, okay?
Perfect. Point proven. Point
No point
absolutely
proven.
fucking
I see.
proven in this entire group.
Although
I'm just
the
waiting for
only
Louis to
married
walk up on this
couple among us
conversation.
don't have sending stones.
We have a
Oh, well, I
very
can-
easy way to communicate.
Well,
Well,
can
yes,
he
and
reach
I
out
can
to you?
also. Well, at
Who?
any point when Amelia's asleep, I can. Sure.
That's so weird. But there
Oh,
you go. You have your own sending.
I'm weird. Okay. All
I
right.
didn't break into Lydia's room last night.
Sarah's gonna put her hand on Magnus's back and be like, "Hun, we're all weird. It's okay.
I just
I mean, look at us.
You
We're a
fit
group
in
of
perfectly.
right.
us."
Right.
Okay. Anyway,
group of
shall we keep
mess.
walking or?
By the time
We've
you
been
guys are
walking this whole
finishing up-
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
you're walking up, by the time you're finishing this conversation, Louis jogs up. And as soon as you guys see him, you see a similar sending stone that Sarah has as an earring, but he has it in the earring in one of his ears. As he comes up, he says, "Morning,
Morning.
Glappy."
Morning.
Morning, Louis.
So that's a nice earring you've got there.
Why, thank you. Glappy made it for me.
Mhm.
Oh, she did.
Shall we
did
go see
indeed.
Jorah?
Sure. Let's go see him.
Yeah.
Amelia mumbles to Magnus and goes, and apparently only gets addressed.
And what? Sorry.
Is the only one who gets addressed by name.
Ah.
Mm.
It was hello
Ofume's
all,
just gonna.
Calliope.
Morning,
Ofume's
everybody.
gonna
Glappy.
hook her arm through Meryl and be like, huh, I remember when you made off sending stones.
Oh my god.
Sarah is
Oh
going
my
to
God.
take a very deep breath and kind of like shake her limbs out a bit. Kind of
Uh-huh.
like, shake off.
She
Yeah.
is about to
The
have
silly.
a very important conversation.
She is
Yeah,
gonna have a very
you guys
important
are-
conversation.
you
You
guys are
gotta
just
shake off the
out.
silly.
You guys are just outside the infirmary, so you guys are like
shake,
trying to
shake,
get your shit
shake the
together.
sillies out.
No more sillies. Well, Jorah likes sillies.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
this is a very serious conversation.
Yep.
Okay.
You're like, so you're an addict.
Oh, it's an
we're having
intervention.
we're
We're gonna
Okay.
having an
start with that.
intervention.
We're gonna come in hot. Okay, cool.
Damn.
So whenever you're ready to go in,
We need a game plan, or are we going
Yeah,
in?
are we just going in blind?
this is
Or
up to
we-
Sarah. What does Sarah want?
I feel like it's very much within this group's repertoire to just go in blind.
I think that was her
Yeah,
plan
it
the whole
is.
time. Is that she's just like,
Perfect.
I'm gonna wing it.
I
It's
feel
like,
like
wait, we
as
were
you
supposed
do.
to have a plan?
we asked, and Sarah's like, "No, it's fine. Let's go."
No, we're good. Let's go in. All right, you guys go in the infirmary. For the most part, Jorah's the only one in. There's a few nurses flitting about, doing different things, but he's just on the same bed you left him in, but he's no longer shaking, sweating, screaming, crying, or throwing up. He is set up. He seems to have some type of bowl of broth. He didn't seem particularly enthused by it, but it's something. They changed him out of his adventuring gear, his armor, and he's just wearing like normal clothes in the bed. He looks you need to get a good look at him before, but he looks thinner than before. He has a shadow of a beard. His eyes look really tired, sunken. And he looks up, he says, "Hey, wow, you brought the whole gang. Okay. Hello, everybody."
How are you feeling?
Hungry. They keep giving me this shit.
Are you not supposed to have food, or
Well, I was throwing up yesterday, so they're afraid to give me anything. But I
Yeah,
assured them I could probably eat some food because I'm starving.
I mean, soup can be filling.
It hasn't been so far.
I'll see if I can get you some bread.
Thanks.
Um. So
Oh,
I have been told that this is not the first time you've been in here.
he just sighs and moves his spoon around in the bowl.
Sarah's gonna grab a chair and sit next to him and grab his hands and kind of like look him in the eye. She's like, "Look, you know that I love you, right?
I love you too, little sis.
You are the only person on this planet that I trust beyond anything and everyone. You are literally my other half."
He kind of just is looking down. As you hold his hands, you can tell that he's still a little weak. Like there's like weakness there. I, I know. It won't happen again. You know, this shit sucks. And I hate keep doing it, and I don't like the way you're looking at me right now. So
Is I want to believe that this isn't going to happen again. I am just so afraid that you are going to be tempted because it is all around us. It, especially here in Formonsa, it's it's everywhere. It's where all of our friends go. It's out to the bars. It's what we've always known to do when life gets hard. Dad is here. I mean, it's not something easy to just give up.
Callie's gonna kind of step forward and maybe put her hand on his shoulder and say, Draw, this isn't a decision that anyone can make other than yourself. And It needs to be for you and for you alone. Not for Sarah, not for anyone else, for you.
And I want you to know that I am here for you.
We're all
We
here for you.
are here for you. They're all here because they also love you and they also care about you and your health and well being and your happiness. And I know it's been a while since you've been truly happy.
He's quiet for a while, and then you get this kind of slow laughter that ends up breaking into a sob before he kind of straightens out. It's like, I just am doing my best. Apparently, that's not good enough. Um, I, I
It's
don't know.
not that it's not good enough. I know you're trying your best. This is not something that can be easily done, especially by yourself.
And he turns away and like looks toward the wall, far wall. He says, "I see them all the time. I can't not see it." I let them down.
You did everything that you could.
Wasn't enough.
Amelia kind of like steps forward, like a small step, and she says, "Have you ever heard the story of how I sought to become a healer?"
No.
Well, back in the Temple of Retris, we were sent on a journey that we had to complete at 18. And it seemed simple enough. We just had to get to the top of a mountain that was closest to the moon, give a rock at the top to get closer to Retris, and then come back home. Pretty straightforward. But the person that I went with, I couldn't save him, and he ended up bleeding out in my arms. And from that day forward, I decided that I was never wanting to feel powerless like that ever again. We can't help everyone, but we can help a lot of people. And you won't be able to do that as long as you are in this state. You're a good man, Jorah. You just have to find something that will help people just like you being a soldier did and still does.
He seems to just try like absorb what it is that you said. He doesn't speak for a time. Um, Actually, Meryl comes forward and she says, "You know, during the war, I lost my clan, most of them. And for a while, it was very easy to just fall into despair because there was nothing that I could do to bring them back. And no, there's nothing you can do to bring them back, but destroying yourself won't help. You can't keep punishing yourself because nothing ever happens good from that."
Ofume's gonna like grab Meryl's hand and also be like, the reason that I ended up here in the castle in the first place was because I watched as my entire family, everyone that I knew, was slaughtered in front of me. And the best thing I could do for them was to keep the family alive. And so instead of trying to fight with them, I escaped and I ended up here with you all. And I have been able to turn the tragedy of my family into something much better with myself and Dante. And I'm not saying everything it gets better, but at the end of the tunnel, because there will be a dark tunnel, you're there now, but there is an end to it. And on the other end, there is light. And you just have to find that light. And we're here to help you through to it.
You're not alone in this. I mean, do you remember when we were 19 and I disappeared for a few days? I came back with pretty much the same problem. I wanted to drown my sorrows and my despair in anything and everything. And it was honestly years that was going on. And I didn't really fully come out of that until I had them, until I had my friends, my family. They helped me be better. And that was the only way I was able to do it.
think maybe I do need help. And his voice cracks when he says so.
Sarah's just gonna bring him into a hug and cry a little bit.
Oh,
She's gonna
okay.
like cry while saying like, that's okay to need help. You never have to do it on your own.
There's a while where um, he clings to you, and you both cry for a time. Where he kind of sits back, you can tell he's getting tired again. Says, "Well, don't worry about me. I heard you guys got plenty of important queen shit to do. I'm excited to hear all about it." You see, he's got his signature smile on. He's trying to be as peppy as he usually was.
I mean, you can join us if you want to see if it helps bring you purpose when you've got your strength back.
He kind of waves it off. He says, "That's a great idea, but not right now. I'd slow you down,
Well,
but soon.
when you have your strength back,
Yeah, yeah, soon.
that
For
way
sure.
you're surrounded by those that love you.
Yeah.
And people that you can lean on.
Well, I know where to find you."
And you still have that sending stone.
I do. Yes. If they don't change my bedpan quickly enough, I'll be sure to let you know.
All right.
Critical information.
All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to do or say in here?
I
No.
don't think so.
Okay.
I'm
At this point,
sufficiently depressed. Don't worry.
at this point, a guard comes in and speaks to a nurse. The nurse is trying to tell him that he should probably leave, but he catches you guys' attention. Anyway, this is the queen has sent for her council.
Like
Sarah's
they're
gonna
having a
have
breakthrough.
a
Leave them
really
alone.
big sigh.
She doesn't know what you're doing right now.
Did she mention anything
Time to
about
face the music,
possible
ladies.
beheadings or?
uh, no. Uh, there's been a visitor that she'd like you to see.
Ah, okay.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you.
So we're not
Of
gonna die.
course.
Great.
No beheadings then on the
He
schedule.
bows and leaves. Jorah's like, "Sir, what'd you do? Why are you gonna get beheaded?"
Okay.
Oh, they were foolish enough to spy on the queen.
We were spying on
on
Amelia and Magnus.
Semantics.
They said at the exact same time, by the way.
Magnus puts his head in
Yes,
his hands.
yes.
We just
spying on Amelia
conveniently
and Magnus while they were in meeting.
we just
with the queen.
conveniently forgot that, when that they were entering her study is all.
We
Again,
forgot
also,
who they were
let me
talking
remind
to.
you that Magnus and now Amelia are both the crown as well.
And they gave
Yeah, but
us
they
a
signed up for
sort
this.
of
Wait a minute.
permission.
Wait. Oh, no one told me.
Oh shit.
Jorah's like, whoa. No one said
was a-
anything.
It was a super secret mind wedding, so like don't tell anyone. Literally do not tell anyone because I think Amelia might kill you.
Amelia is staring daggers at Sarah.
Damn. All right. Respect it. You have to mark it for real.
I
I think
am, in
she's
fact.
I think she's
Sorry.
been off
She's
the
been off
market
the market for a
for a
while
while.
now.
Listen, I thought maybe at some point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. Your princeliness. I'm sorry.
It's
Magnus is just he just sighs like I can't. This guy.
You have to give him some
He's
grace.
like,
Magnus is like, am I
recovering.
allowed to
Much
off
respect.
him?
Much respect. And he's not his employee anymore.
No.
He is the subject.
I mean, Callie's technically single.
How does
Kelly
Louis feel
is
about
just
that?
choking.
I
Louis
said
has posted
technically.
himself. Louis has posted himself near the door because you guys were having a very emotional moment with someone he doesn't know. So,
Which is why I said he didn't have to be there.
but he showed
But
up
you
still.
were there.
Yeah.
No, but you're
Um,
there, so
you.
I'm there.
Okay.
I hate y'all. But yes, he
You're the
posted
one
up
that
near the
said
door.
it.
That's what he would say. Anyway, he's posted up near the door. When Sarah says Callie's technically single, any of you who look at Louis just see him raise an eyebrow, like, okay, like, question mark.
I feel like
Technically?
absolutely Ofme would have looked to see his reaction. So
He's question marking that.
he said, is she though? Is she really?
Jorah says, "Well, my apologies, but I would hope that Kelly, you would see me in my more illustrious state. Not right now. I'll hold on to what I'm ready to say until I look better.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll
Come for you.
I got it.
I have no
Literally.
doubts.
But
Hate it here. Okay.
Heyo.
we passed up on the other. We had to
Yeah.
make this joke.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can't expect
right.
too much from us here.
All right.
We're
Don't
all
worry. Jorah will
secretly
in fact shoot his
13-year-old
shot.
boys.
He will shoot his shot at a later date. He sent you an IOU. Um.
Nothing if not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
He'll keep trying.
Jor's like, listen,
Regardless
though,
if she's
Amelia, if
single at
this
the
never
time or
works
not.
out,
Listen, this doesn't work out.
if this somehow falls apart at some
If he
point.
dies in the trial.
Like, you got me. I'm still here. It's like,
Oh my
Jesus fucking
God.
Oh
Christ.
my lord.
Anyway. But yeah, that's what he says.
Mhm.
You guys being summoned by the queen.
Yeah.
Mm.
As they leave, Sarah is going to go to a nurse and be like, "Is there any way that he can get some like bread?"
Or crackers.
The doctor didn't say that we should.
Like a small trial piece to
Council
see
set.
how his stomach handles it.
I can stick him some crackers, but only because you asked.
Thank you.
Okay. And she leaves. Hopefully to
Amelia,
get him
should
some
you tell us
crackers.
this news before we go to the queen?
No, it's not a good time.
Is it to be a good time? I feel like you're just
Is
putting
this gonna
something
be
off.
another? Is this another like
At
secret?
least she's told us that there's something that she's going to tell us.
Correct.
Is this
We're
gonna be
already
like
in a
another
step,
like
a
how
step
big?
ahead.
How big is this? Is it like secret wedding big? Is it secret pregnancy big? Like
Okay.
Magnus's eyes become saucers.
Um, okay.
We'll talk
One,
about it later. Let's.
very much not pregnant.
Queen.
We never know with you anymore.
You keeping secrets over here.
I kept one secret.
That's one more than we kept from you.
Oh
Ofume,
dear.
Yes.
do we really want to get into this right now?
No,
Nope.
let's go to the queen. Let's not keep her waiting.
Okay. You guys travel the rest of the way to the queen's study. And you see she's actually leaving as
Oh.
she sees she says, "Oh, good, you're here. All right. Walk and talk." You start
Mhm.
walking with her.
Yes.
Sarah and I think Ofame are gonna hang in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to put some
Um,
precaution.
uh-huh. This is the older gentleman that I've had brought here who fell into the fissure. He is here. I have him set up in a guest room on the first floor. Um, hopefully we can speak to him and see if he has anything to say of value. Um, you guys are bringing up the rear, but behind you is a couple of guards as well, because the queen does not go anywhere without at least 2 guards. But when you do make it to this room, before you're even inside, you hear like yelling and thuds as though whoever's inside is banging on things. And she looks just, that's not encouraging. All right. And she nods at one of the guards and they open the door. What you see is an older man. He looks to be frail, like very frail. Still a bit dirty, like coal. Probably reminiscent of the mines in the north. He does look to be from the north. His eyes, main thing you notice is his eyes are crazed and he is like throwing his body against like the walls and the furniture. And he keeps muttering over and over again, "I see the colors. I saw her eyes. I saw them. I saw them. I saw them." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Being here.
Okay, so it's looking like finale part 1, folks.
Yeah, we'll get a finale part 2, part dos. So it's not over yet,
Possibly
friends.
a part 3.
I don't know about part 3, but we'll see.
Oh, no, it depends on how long girl talk is.
We
Yeah,
are
it depends on you
yappers.
guys. You guys love the yap.
are
That is
We are a
true.
certified
good
yappers.
yapping group.
We did spend almost an hour last time tasting pastries.
You did.
That's facts.
You did. And I allowed that to happen. I did. I was like, you know what? Where's this gonna go?
We're just gonna let them do what they do.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in today. If you are in fact here, Um, this is the part of the stream when we are done with the main campaign, and if you do have any questions, we're here to answer them, just for a little bit. If you don't have any questions, that's cool. Be sure to join our Discord, and you can post your questions there, and we'll make sure to try and answer them either there or on stream at some point.
Yeah, apparently that news is just never gonna get dropped. Sorry, fam.
Nope.
Next week.
Stay
Tune
tuned
in next week for the news
Err.
that those of you who are watching already know, but that the rest of the party does not.
Yeah.
Mhm,
It's like one of those moments where you know things
Dramatic
that the
irony.
characters do not know.
mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I guess if nobody has any questions.
If you don't have any questions, that's totally chill.
Thanks for hanging with us this evening,
Hell
Smack
yeah,
Kitty
everybody.
Mac.
We always appreciate you
We're
guys.
grateful to have you.
Kitty, we appreciate you. And want to give you a shout out for this subscription. It made us. I think we only have like 4 more till we reach 10, which is actually cuckoo bananas.
Woo.
We're actually only 2 more followers away from 60, which is another insane thing. But if you guys would like to catch up on any of our past episodes or lore talks where we kind of delved into the gods of Formonsa, and also if you want to get any of the playable characters backgrounds, all of those are up on our YouTube channel, which is linked down below our video here. As well, we have 2 other buttons that you should just like click while you're down there. For our Instagram and our TikTok. So if you want to go give us a follow over there, we would appreciate getting to interact with you guys on those platforms. And then finally, if you just want to like chit chat, we have a Discord channel that we'd love for you guys to join. We're trying to get that a little bit more started up, where, you know, just more conversations are happening. So if you are anything like me, I understand having like a bajillion Discords that you are a part of, but we would love you to be a part of bajillion and one. So if you want to join us on any of those platforms, we'd love to see you. But if not, then we will see you next Monday, hopefully.
We will try our darndest.
Okay, I say 8 p.m.
I think
Central.
we're doing 8:30 now. We're 8:30
We're doing a
girlies.
strong 8:30. People are tired and genuinely just trying to like buck up, and sometimes we
Yeah.
all need to yap to each other, so we do that for about an
Life-
hour before it gets
Life
started.
is hard, yo.
Yeah,
It is.
in fact, it is.
Life, work, all of it.
All of the above. So we love you guys and we love doing this, and thank you for getting us another step closer to just this dream becoming a reality. And we hope to see you next week.
Hell yeah.
Bye, guys.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
We
At the
came
very
back
end.
for the question.
We were so worried.
Do not
Okay.
fret. We always love answering questions.
We
is
do.
the ad over?
For me, I don't know.
It is.
Oh,
What you got, baby?
Hit us with it. I might
We've
have
never
an
had
answer.
a question, so we're actually really excited.
First time for everything. It's just so hype.
Yeah, I know, right?
The suspense.
I
I
know.
know.
Had to break it up into 2. Ooh,
Yes.
good
The
question.
reason everyone save for Callie, because that was something we learned recently in the past few episodes. The reason why everyone was human, because when I first started this campaign, it was my first campaign DMing. And for the majority of people that I was playing with, it was the first time they were ever playing D&D. So for simplicity's sake, I said we're all going to be human. because I already had a world in my brain and I didn't know anything about the canon D&D lore. So I was flying by the seat of my pants, and it made it easier for me. However, over time, I made it where the different planes of existence collided so that we had other races now interacting with each other. So I can come up with an in-world reason. However, now we do have Calliope, who we have. I talked with Loran, and we decided that she could be a half elf. Though in the world state itself, half elves are already still rare, exceedingly so. But that won't continue to be the case forever. Whenever at some point we do a future Formonsa type thing, there'll be more choice for sure.
I was gonna say, and that I feel like will also get addressed when we do some more lore talks once season 2 wraps up and we're able to kind of give more brain power to that type of stuff.
Yeah, those lore talks require like a plan and like an outline.
Because there was
Yeah,
like
there's a
a
lot.
previous session or campaign to even our first act campaign in
Yeah.
which like Mars was saying, like there was not other races at the time in the world.
Because
So
I also remember that when we had some of our like first, because I was one of her new members, so I had never played D&D before. I remember it was even like, hey, we're not really going to touch races, but even with classes, we want to stay like pretty moderate, like nothing too crazy complicated. So
We're trying to
blood
easy mode
hunters and
this
yeah, so
because I didn't know
yeah,
what I was
don't
doing.
jump in on a monk on your first time doing D&D because it's a lot of work, but Jordan does it wonderfully. So
only ever played a monk. So
she's like, I simply wanted to. Yeah, so like I know that even with that, it was like we didn't do it was like for simplicity's sake, we did just human, but then it was also um since then like it was like kind of talking about classes and stuff, and now we're all like, okay, we can like double class, we know what we're doing, we know how to like da 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 and build a character and do this and that.
I am no longer new to this. I am now true to this. So
Yes.
whenever my
However,
players want to do something, I'm like, sure.
Mhm.
however, comma,
Yes.
when we do my campaign, things might be a little different.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
again,
big
this
time.
will be my first campaign.
That's
Yes,
okay.
I understand.
No, and I
So
think just, whatever is comfortable for your
yeah.
table at that time.
Mhm.
But yeah, we have met a lot of new races since the Cataclysm, so
Mhm.
I think we're
Mhm.
all pumped to.
'Cause I don't know if I've even clarified. Louis is a half vampire, half elf. We have Meryl, who's a full elf, um, as
We
well
have
as
Collar
Monroe.
Knights.
We
I
have
was gonna
Collar
say
Knights.
we've got 3 collar knights now.
We
Yeah.
do, in fact, have 3 Collar
Yeah, we have
Knights.
like a half tiefling now.
Well, he's technically
Who's
half
about to get
demon.
his fucking ass
Yeah, he's
beat
have
Yeah, I
by
know
his
he
he's
does
a
mother.
have a
demon,
tail.
but like,
Does he have a tail? No, he doesn't have a tail.
No,
He doesn't have
have
a tail, he
tail.
he'll
just
be
has
having
horns.
horns though.
Yeah,
At
horny
some
Exhibit
boy.
point,
horns.
We love
he
him
has
anyway.
horns. At some point, he might get other things, but for now, he
Oh.
just has horns.
Oh.
All right, well,
Everyone's immediate reaction to random lore drop.
yep. Um, yeah, but
But yeah,
oh my
Thank you for
gosh,
your
thank you for asking me
question.
a
thank you for your
question.
question, dude. This is so
Yeah,
exciting.
but literally anytime you have a question, just like let us know because we love it.
Drop it in the Discord, dude.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
once you get
And I
further into
guess.
the world. Oh my gosh, I think that
Um,
this might
I
just be
think.
me, but
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
Go
also
ahead.
feeling like we would have to be like way more established. Like just
Yeah.
adding guests right now just feels kind of disruptive almost. Um so like maybe if we were like bigger, maybe, or like
Yeah,
doing
maybe.
one shots or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'd probably test the waters with some limited series or a one shot, something like
Yeah.
that. But I think for right now, Formonsa is my baby, and I trust these ladies with this world very much. So
We take very good care of Formonsa.
We do be loving
Um,
Formonsa.
Not that guests
babysitting your
wouldn't,
baby.
but yeah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
they
It's-
wouldn't. I'm just this is a me thing.
It's a very like it's almost like a very protective thing of
But
it.
you know, if Laura
But-
Bailey said she wanted to crash,
If Laura Bailey wanted to
I
do
think
we'd
anything,
be
I would
okay with
immediately
it.
say
If
yes.
Matt Mercer decided that he wanted to help join
just
in,
pop in. I think
After I
we'd
was
allow
done
it.
being deceased,
Yeah.
then I would say yes.
After I passed away.
Matt Mercer just jumps in the chat like, you know what, you did a really good job DMing, love it.
Like, hey guys, I'm gonna hop off really quick, and you can hear me
God.
screaming from your home.
Screaming in the corner. Oh my god. Amazing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you, Smack.
we
Kitty Mac.
we really do appreciate your support, and we hope you stick with us for the rest of this journey because it's going to be a
We
long
have
one.
some fun
so.
things planned after this
We do.
finale
For a
what we're
little
gonna
Even
do
break.
though
next.
Yeah.
Formonsa's
little
story
break.
is going to be on pause,
Mhm.
we have plenty of like Loren said, plenty of things in the works. So it'll be more of us being crazy.
We're pumped. All right. Okay,
All
so
right.
now
Thank
I
you.
actually mean good night. But
Yeah, actually,
thank
for
you so
real,
much
good
for your
night.
questions. And we love you a
Love
lot.
ya.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.